Good evening. Look at the state of me. I'm an actual mess. But hey, never mind. But yes, good evening and welcome to the first of however many nighttime streams I'm going to be doing over the course of the next 6 weeks. Let's turn. I don't know if it's just him because he's plays so much loud stuff. But yes, school holidays start tomorrow for the girls, so 6 weeks of evening streams from myself as and when I can. More often than not, they're going to be on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, possibly a Sunday, but maybe not. Maybe Tuesdays. We'll see. Tonight's the first one anyway, so hooray! The plan with them is 2 seconds. Let's switch that. That's fine. Excuse me. The plan for tonight is we're going to give it a go. We're going to try the Limerick Cadence Mansion demo. Because I was told, hey, you might like this. I will like this because I've been watching it on and off for the last couple of months. I've been following the Twitter account pretty closely. And Chloe gave it a try yesterday and she didn't get on with it as well as she thought she would, which was unfortunate. So she challenged me. She's like, see if you can play it, see how far you can get on it. So we're going to do that first and then we're going to jump over to Destiny. Weekly reset just happened earlier on. I have already played the story mission, but yeah, there's still loads of stuff to be done after that. So let's find the game again. And then we're going there. And I need to turn that off. And I need to put the right screen on, might help. But I also need to quickly fix Dixper. Head the game. Where's it gone? There it is. So we're syncing that now. Evening, Richie. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Lizzie, also I hope you're feeling you're not feeling too bad. I know that you were having a bit of a kind of rough time at work, but hopefully things kind of smooth over quickly. So aching, but you're alright. See, that's not so bad. You're alright. You'll survive. Right, they're both at 70 odd, so I'm going to stick my phone in charge while we're playing this. This seems very loud as well. Is everything loud for everyone else, or is it just me that everything's like super loud on? Right, so we're going to give this a try. Yes, this is the one that Chloe was playing yesterday. It is really loud, right? What's he done to my sound? Where's there? Let's fix that. She didn't last long at all. Right, well, I've turned the overall audio down, so hopefully that's going to be a bit better. Oh, I can do controller settings. I could play this with a controller if I wanted, but we'll drop this down. We'll drop it down to 75 just now, and sound effects we'll keep them. We'll drop them down to 75 as well. I don't want to be like papping myself. Screen settings, everything's on 1820. We'll keep it as is. I don't like the look of that thing. It doesn't look great. It doesn't look nice. It's a bit scary looking. Causing known issues with some graphics cards, it is strongly recommended that you exit and restart the game if you've applied new settings. Okay, I didn't, but that's fine. Controller. Oh, it's fine. We'll keep as is. We'll keep as is. There's a sandbox mode. So I suppose that's just for like exploring around about the game or stuff. No save game, please begin a new file. Because I pressed R1. Oh no, I'm not having motion blur on because it makes me feel sick. Sorry. How shaky do you want the in-game camera to be? Standard shake, no shake, mild shake or extreme shake? What do we think? We'll go for a mild shake. Right. Difficulties. We've got proofreader, which some regular puzzles can be bypassed. One Limerick puzzle can be bypassed. That's the recommended experience. The essayist, all regular puzzles can be bypassed. One Limerick puzzle can be bypassed. Panic closets have unlimited battery and no kickstart. That's for best for beginners and story seekers. Yeah, I could end up doing that one. Yeah. And there's also the Master of Writ, which is no changes, all puzzles must be solved. An uncompromising experience. The intended experience, brutal and unforgiving. Right, we're going to go for the proofreader. Because, aye. We told young Will 3 times before, dear boy, you can't eat any more. But oh, what a sight. He took one last bite, and his tummy did burst on the floor. Ta-da! Just another wee limerick there for you. So, as I say, we're going to see how we go on with it. I've got a wee sore bit there. Pop that one there, turn that back on. I definitely don't like that face. I feel like it's just going to go... Is it moving? I don't know, I don't like it. But hey, we're just jumping straight in this morning as well. This morning? Yes. Do you know what I've been doing all day today? Right, I have been at the kids' school from 9 AM to 2:30 this afternoon.
It's time to wake up now. He's coming. Ah, you're awake. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for what has to happen.
Marcel, there was a strange boy with a bow who quickly and madly fell down. He sought for the dead. He was out of his head, and so they have taken his crown.
Oh, are you still there, proofreader?
And how's Dreadwind night anyway? How are you doing this evening? How's things? Or this afternoon for yourself?
Operation 19-1 Communications and Assistance Pod. But please, just call me Peebo.
People.
My master is on his way to greet you. He can, however, be a bit temperamental. But we truly do want to help you reach the spire and ring the bell.
Ah.
You should need all the help you can get. Welcome to Cadence Mansion. We will meet again soon, proofreader. Good luck.
Well, you sound positively happy to be kinda... Right, so I'm not dropping any. Proofreader awaken. Is there anything in here? Always check the toilets. Samuel Roberts, I hate coming down here. The smell is terrible and Dr. Smith and his envoys freak me out. Something's not right with them. Plus I hear screaming come from Dr. Smith's workplace sometimes. Terrible, terrible screaming. Maybe coming here was a mistake, but what choice did I have? It was this or years wasted in a cell. Uh-oh, here comes Hugo. I can never figure him out. Dr. Hugo Delgado. Things are worse than usual. The envoys, their connection to Limerick is strengthening. They know something is about to happen. I can feel it too. The depths have become stranger by the day. The growth cannot be cut back any fast enough to keep up anymore. I doubt any of this will be left standing in another 2 weeks. Nice. Splendor Point, Boats Corporation, 7 p.m. September 15th, 2023. Soon. All remaining staff are advised to take any steps necessary for survival. Bonded staff should move to the resplendent side of the mansion ASAP. Dr. Julian Wren is to be terminated on site. I'm not Dr. Julian Wren, am I? That would be unfortunate. Also, I have the hiccups. Excuse me. Relic. What will you prism today? Another we interact. Essence vessel max essence. Because we know what that is. Excuse me. Take the quill. Thermic energies and stuff. Claimed. Stuff. Letters. Letters can be found throughout Kieran's mansion. They contain useful information and tell the larger story of the Splendor Point Boats Corporation. Letters marked with a red exclamation point contain vital clues you will need to proceed through the mansion. You should always read them. Vital letters are also added to your journal and can be viewed anytime from the in-game menu. Cool. I've assembled notes regarding some of the mechanisms and puzzles I've encountered during my expeditions. I thought that was a comma. It's a bit dark. This is a list of common commands that can be written in their character system. So left, up, down, and exit. Okay. Again, check the loo, because you always check the loo in these games. Gotta check all of the spots. All of the spots. Maybe not so much the one that the tentacles are coming out of though. That's a whole lot of tentacles. Explore the menu to read clues, study journal entries and more. Where will you prison today? Here apparently. Dr. Julian Wren. I accepted a position here after, I'm like most of us on the island. We've all done terrible things. But I can't stand by and watch this any longer. I always knew that things were bad with the envoys, but I didn't know about this. I'm working on a plan to get the remaining envoys off the island and away from Splendor Point. I figure I will die somewhere in the process. I'm ready. Okay. Right. The beginning of the end. And there wasn't anything else anywhere. I don't think. Ooh, skills. Pretty. Gather all the resources in the cellar. Am I going to like lose all of these? Dr. Alyssa Mothin. The Grand Masters gave me a peculiar assignment. They wanted me to visit every remaining staff member and ensure they had complete firearms training and were well stocked, even the thermically enhanced staff. Were they going to lose their abilities? Is the marionette dying? Why have so many staff been evacuated? Marionettes, man. The worst. Dang it. I should have picked the thing up first.
Master, I do not mean to protest, but certainly there is some other way. Humans don't always react well to these ancient
Nah, I don't like it.
Oh, proofreader, you've recovered. My master extends his warmest greetings and welcomes you
It looks
to the
warm.
mansion. We are sorry about it.
Very friendly indeed.
You are weak. You're born to the queen. Pathetic. This stranger must learn how to write. No stranger is this his sad right. No spawn of the one who with me had fun. Come play and restore all the light. But not yet.
I thought I was gonna die there.
We are sorry, proofreader. Really, we are. We were
Looks like it.
this. But it has to be this way.
What has to be? It has to be this way.
I will do what I can to help you. There you two.
Die.
Play.
No, I mean, if you're gonna help. That's the letter. Max stamina increased. Cool. Now what? That's the letter that I've already written, or that I've already read. So... if I go through that way? I must have to go that way, because that's where I started. Let's just make sure there isn't anything that I've missed. But no, there isn't. Solve the puzzle is pathway for tab first riddle. Okay. Whoa, no. D. So exit up 9 boomerang. Empty. Okay. Up. Nine. Boomerang. This is just this way. Okay, first puzzle done. The quill has granted you the ability to use powerful thermic energies. It's dead easy for me to say, by the way. Just so you know, right? Hold and charge shots for up to 2 Hold and charge shots for up to 2 seconds before releasing them. Many obstacles cannot be removed with a low charge shot, and thermic shots with low charge will also cause little damage to enemies. Thermic energy can be used to clear obstacles. Thanks, Greg. Don't forget that Dixper is activated. And there is the actual, like, proper jump scare things that you can do to me with those bitties as well. And they're all at 100 bits because I changed all my settings a few days ago. Just saying. Just so you can, like, change it up a bit. And I will properly, like, crap myself at them as well. That's if you're on a PC or whatever anyway. I don't know if they're available on mobile. Anyway, thermic energy can be used to clear obstacles, discover hidden areas, and erase the monsters which inhabit Caden's mansion. So, cool. Not cool. Delightful people be creepy. But it's 2 girls, 2 guys, I think. They're off on a date. Wee double date. Science stations. You can find science stations all across Caden's mansion. Use gathered resources to repair the wireless generator at the heart of these stations, then log your data. You can also view relics and restore your health at science stations. If you die without logging data, you will lose all progress since your last save. Log your data now. The generator. Saved. I can die. Health restored to maximum level. It was already restored, really. I think. Yeah. Oh, the gates opened up. Oh, simply. I want to go in there. Oh, ow. Okay, maybe not go in there then. Ow. Fuck. That hurt? I'll just pretend that never happened. Oh, stuff. So I'm going to have to go down that way at some point, I suppose. Hey, shapoosh, shapoosh. Ooh, a gun. 6 bullets. Oh. 11 AM, 2nd August 2023. Message for Trey Smith. Containment Unit 4 has confirmed your suspicion that increased physical. Oh my god, I can't read anymore. Suffering amongst the envoys exponentially enhances the bond with Limerick. I can't read. Behavioural control has been exhibited by Bruce on 4 separate occasions. The Consortium Centre has voted 8-2 in favour of suspending ethical guidelines for your work. Well, that was probably a mistake, suspending ethical guidelines. Dr. Smith. Many will look back at my work with disdain and judgment, but we are out of time for half measures. Our days here are numbered if we cannot complete Project Penmaster. The great mystery is in how I will take these abilities for myself. Must I be in agony too? Perhaps, maybe not. I will tame this wondrous thing, and with it I will set things right. Until then, we all suffer together. Well, ain't you a fucking ray of sunshine, mate? Stanzas. Especially dangerous manifestations. Dissonance. Dematerialized with the proper application of psychothermic energy or conventional firearms. Firearms. Slow moving but deadly at close range. Great. A cacophony. It's pink. It's a thing for Doom. Extremely strong and fast moving manifestations can be dematerialized by large amounts of psychothermic energy or conventional ammunition. If spotted, best practice is to retreat to the nearest panic closet. What's a panic closet? Right, so I can go that way. Well, that done. That's shift. Control. That's all the way down there. Aim for the head. Book of Anachronisms. Words again. Pages from the Book of Anachronisms contain Limerick's deepest secrets. Reading these letters provide no hints or solutions necessary to complete the game. However, they are the clearest window into the origins, history and lore of Limerick. These pages are added to the journal and can be viewed at any time in the in-game menu. There's stuff down there. Is it coming at me? Book of Anachronisms, page 23. He was dressing in state when I found him in the dead house. I have no inkling who put him there, who the builder is. There's something inside him, something at his heart that I can't get to. Who could have built this wondrous thing? Where did he come from? Will Hansley, 1874, The Boy. Aim for the head. I will, but I'm going over this way first. Why did I not? Am I still... I was still crouching. Thanks for the frighten. Is appreciated. That's where we came from. Ugh. I went in that room. Right. Big shot, big shot, big shot, big shot. There we go. Oh, that's the thing. Fuck's sake! Why? Why he's gotta be so mean? Thank you for the bees. Oh, there's a thing. Am I gonna get hurt if I go through if I touch thing? No. See, now I'm glad I went through here. Because now I can carry more stuff. Didn't get me that time. Right, so I'm just gonna do a quick save again. Because yeah, I got all that stuff and I don't want to lose that stuff. Right, so now I crouch. How did I get my gun out? Underquarters workspace. Limtech 3000. Mani scan. Identifying manifestations. Saving lives. Oh, there's a bit. Oh, there's two, there's two, there's two. Oh, I missed. Shit. Run away! Run. Run, bitch. Yeah, that's what they get. Please don't respawn. Please don't respawn when I haven't figured out how to load my gun. How to equip my gun. How do I equip my gun? Pistol. Ammo. Already full. Clue found. Search for resources or suffer the consequences. We're all going to die in here. Great. This way. There's stuff in here. Which means there's probably something to get something going to try and kill me. Yep. Fucking die! That's why you aim for the head. Oh, my bullets are full. Interesting. Very interesting. Another bullet? Oh. The Grandmasters have been doing an awful lot of suspicious work recently. I can't tell you how many machines. That's it. I'm done. I'm done. I can't tell you how many machines I've examined for signs of invasive malware. They've got to be afraid that we're going to end up with another poet bot situation. Meanwhile, Limerick's rate of manifestation has spiralled out of control. I know it's typical for him to create a lot of the same objects, but I wish he'd knock it off with the skulls and such. They're keeping me out. Okay. Right, so I've managed to load my floaty gun. Hehe. Right, so I press C to switch between them. Makes sense. But I've got two guns. don't need that. That's fine. Left shift to run. I am holding. It's not letting me run. Oh wait, I'm crouching still. That helps. Four. Yes. I heard something. Panic. Oh, that is a bit faster. It feels our pain. What's your essence meter? If you run out, you cannot emanate light. Okay. Oh, crouch is that one. Oh, letters. Letters. Oh. Dear Mr. Trey Smith, Dr. Sir, with all due respect, and I mean this from my heart, shut up. Dr. Trey Smith, I have left this note as a cordial reminder that SPPC staff should give me advance warning before passing through my workspace and holding cells whenever possible. Some envoys are very dangerous. My psythermic abilities qualify me for this kind of work, but it could also prove fatal to others. Also, Mr. Delgado, could you please stop letting envoys out into the abyss? Is this your idea of a practical joke? Stop it. It's not funny. Stop it. Paul Stetson, it hurts so bad, so bad, so bad. Fun times. Already full. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, this is a room full of stuff. Activate. Do your thing. Double save there. Let's turn that off just now. Jared Peters. When I got into the accident and woke up and found myself in this nightmare. I thought that was as bad as things could get. It wasn't. Dr. Smith has started new sessions. We're kept in holding cells, brought in for torture, and eventually returned to the underquarter. But I won't break. What is this place? You're in home. Well, I already had plenty of health, but I'll take more. I think we're doing okay. Not panicking as much as I could be. Or as much as I normally do. You get. Why have you got skulls on you? No, no, no. No, see? Go away. Whew. Oh, fuck off. Oh, come. Okay, that's fine. Sarah Adams. Mr. Smith is doing very bad things now to all of us. Then we have to go and see the toy with the red eyes. Please make it stop. Please make it stop. 2 saves are better than 0. They are indeed. Ah! Don't waste my bullets. I wasted bullets. Page 49. 3 mysteries appear in the limericks he writes. The builder, the boy, the crown. The boy is Will Hansley. Hansley. The builder is a mystery. The crown, it is us. It is the corporation. Unless he takes it for himself. Thomas Anston, 1910. Okay. I'm just going to quickly go save again because health. I like being healthy. Do that. I'm just... Ooh! Bubblegum crates. Gemstones, flasks, treasure chests. What's bubblegum crate? Oh! Where will you prism today? I'll get in it. Anyway, a limited edition SPPC bubblegum crate released to coincide with the opening of the first public use Prism Centre. It's hard to imagine a time where prisms were not freely available to enjoy all throughout Splendor Point. But for years the resplendent assembly forbade the unilluminated to enjoy these euphoric experiences. Bubblegum crates have long been used by the SPPC to mark the passing of momentous occasions. Excuse me. I'm a wee bit gassy. I'm a wee bit burpy. Gemstones. Don't have one. Flasks. I found a flask. Didn't I? Yes, I did. SPPC Standard. A standard gift from the SPPC to deserving staff and interns. Even some citizens of Splendor Point have received this flask in honour of significant community service. The burnished copper is reminiscent of standard SPPC trappings. This flask is carefully wrapped in a fine leather produced by the careful processing of illusions. Anyone carrying this relic should reflect on the SPPC's good nature and moral direction. Treasure chests. Have I found a treasure chest? No. No treasure chest for me. Settings are already done. Right, that is off. That's fine. Quick save, quick that. Just grab that again. I can hear something. I am stronger. I'm not doing it. I was about to start singing. Bruce Williams. He looks... I don't like the look of him at all. Dr. Smith is scared. Scared of me. I'm stronger than he is. I'm stronger than any of them. Oh, shit. I knew I could hear something. Nope. I survived. Ran out of bullets, but I survived. At workbenches, you can spend resources to upgrade your weapons. You can find 3 different styles of workbench throughout Caden's mansion. Each one upgrades one of the 3 different weapons you can carry. Purple workbenches are easily identified by the purple light always shining on them. Okay, I'm just going to grab this bottle of some essence, and I can't upgrade my handgun because I've not got enough resources. Balls. I need ammo. What are you? Ow! Oh, that actually really hurt. That really hurt. Right, that's full. Security guard. I've made contact with the Consortium Centre to request more regular disposal of corpses. Death is an unfortunate consequence to the acceleration of our timeline. Must confess my work is arduous. If anyone thinks I take pleasure in this, I hope they would examine the facts more closely. It is simply what must be done. Bruce is possibly the most interesting specimen yet. His bond with Limerick is unique. The drugs Dr. Troll prepared for me have enhanced that bond even further. If I can determine how to leverage these abilities, my own power would even exceed Supreme Grand Master Howard. Well, bully for you, pal. I do not want these ghosts, these dead bodies coming to life. I can hear things and I don't like it. Right, so I've went one way. I've not got enough of them. I forgot what way I've come from. Oh no, this is the right way. Locked doors. Okay, this is the right way. Some doors require ID cards to be combined to... Oh. Give me a sec. Because my brain is just not wanting to do the working at all. Some doors require ID cards to be opened, while others need unique number combinations. These cards and number combinations can usually be found nearby. Collected combinations can be found as clues and journal entries in the in-game menu. Whoa, yeah. 6 bullets. Ammo. No ammo. Shit, where's all the ammo? I need more ammo. But I didn't panic. I might be about to start panicking. Jared Peters. The other envoys, all of them are mentally impaired in some way. Everyone except for me. Dr. Smith always rambles about it. You're more important than you think, Jared. I can't figure out what they're trying to accomplish here, but somehow they think they're going to control everything, including me. Wrong. So, are the people becoming ghosties? Are they becoming these things? Oh, yeah. You are not as sneaky as you think. Sarah Adams, this place is terrible. But there was a nice man. He said he could take us far away from here. I want to believe him. Take that, can't take that. Essence is full. It feels our pain, it feels our pain. Please stop hurting me. Well, I'll take that. Why do they do this to us? Why do they do this to us? That's just another wee thing. Sarah. Oh god. Seems a bit... Paul Stetson. Something has started. The doll told me it would be over soon. Red eyes in the dark. Sarah, I love you. See, I missed the track there. I should have started singing Peaches. Just wait. Want to see the sounds again? We're all going to die. You're all going to die down here. I see you. You're not as sneaky as you think you are, you wee shite. You, however, are a bit more sneaky. Well done, you. You got me. You gave me a... He gave me a little bit of a fright. Let's take that. Can't take any more. I want more. Let me take more. I finally understand what Supreme Grand Master Howard fears. I finally know why, of all people, he is one who insists on keeping me alive, keeping me working. He fears the truth. It is his bond to Limerick that will end him. Excuse me. Just as it did those who first came to the Dead House. Just as my need to know more will end me. Limerick is playing us all of us for fools, but we cannot help our nature. Causing Trey Smith grief has been one of my few delights since being banished to the depths. Nothing has caused him more grief than me setting up shop in one of his holding cells. Maybe I'll make a bobblehead doll of him too. Then I can hit him in the head anytime I like. I pity the envoys, truly I do, but I cannot do anything to end their suffering, and my destiny takes me elsewhere. My fate lies in the depths, and judgment in the end. I felt as if there was somebody right behind me there. The more I hurt, the more you hurt. Right, so we're going to be done that way in just a sec. When the end starts, they will all fall. I will kill them all. Well, ain't you just a ray of fucking sunshine? That's all full. I don't need that. Dr. Julian Wren. This place, whatever we've been doing, I'm sick to my stomach just seeing it. Okay. I'm going to stick my light on. She looks just as creepy. It's Dr. Margaret Hill. I have completed a psychological evaluation of Dr. Smith's most recent picks from the pool of envoys. I think he has an excellent combination here. Sarah and Paul are a confused, scared, emotional disaster. Research has consistently indicated these behaviours create powerful responses from Limerick. Trey is wise to leverage this. Bruce is phenomenal. His rage and suffering combine so smoothly into one persona. I've never seen anyone able to nearly control Limerick like he does. And then Jared, the linchpin of the entire thing. If Dr. Smith can successfully employ Limerick's systemic and essence abilities to shift and control Jared's highly intelligent behaviour, then we will have done it. Project Penmaster will be complete. Okay. Please stop hurting me. Z to pause. I don't want to. Why is it telling me to pause? Is this going to give us like a big jump scare or something? I'm a bit nervous. Bit nervous. Crouch. Just wait to see the sounds. Just want to see the sounds again. Cross the depths. Do not attempt to climb into the depths, even in the case of extreme emergency. Only the most qualified, non-synthermically enhanced staff should descend into this area. Sounds like a challenge. Is this how I die? Because it's been a while since we've saved. Oh, that one's bad. I mean, I'm running out of my light stuff, but... Dr. Alyssa Mothin. I ran into Dr. Wren just a minute ago. It's not that I disagree, I would be lying if I said that I don't feel like I'm turning a blind eye every time I see an envoy. Terence always used to say, they've done worse things than you know, Alyssa. Anytime I questioned it, and I believed it, but I don't anymore. Still, it doesn't matter. I cannot get caught up in a moral crusade. Bailey is all that matters. After a few more years, and she'll never have to worry about anything in life. It's a whole lot of green. That's cool. Right, I've already looked that. You've told us it's a bad idea. See, I don't know if this stuff's going to hurt us. Yeah, we're going to just... We're just going to do that. Oh shit, he's not dead. Ah! That could have went very wrong. Very fast. Take them, thanks. Oh. Page 62. He rejected the boy for a time. He preferred instead the boy's daughter. But Greta went mad with it. From her came the resplendent, the dark ones. So Will had to return, not as the boy, but as something new, as the proofreader. Baron Phillips, 1934. Is that us? Are we Will? Are we Will, the proofreader? Yeah. Shit. I keep trying to shoot with my left trigger, and that's not your aim button. That's not your shooty button. So there's something. There's one that we haven't come across. Check us out. Finding. We need this. Hey. That makes me feel a little bit better again as well. But also, I need to turn that off. Wait, what's that? It's later. Samuel Roberts. I just overheard a conversation between Rob and Jerry. The word ballad was dropped on several occasions. And the first to admit I've not been very interested in all these nonsense words the Poet Corporation comes up with to describe Limerick's behaviours. But I'm not stupid. Ballads are serious. Only a handful on record. And they all end, well, not good for anyone close to the Baronet. Man, I wish I could get off this island. Me too, pal. Me too. I'm excited to escape this place. It's loading. Give it a sec. Okay. It's a whole lot of charging stations.
Ah, good, good. Nice to see you alive, proofreader. Your journey becomes much more dangerous from here. So, you must learn to use the panic closets. There's one just over there, along the wall. You're safe from all harm while inside.
Insert battery in compartment. Flip charger switches.
Retain life, essence, and thermic energy as well. But the battery drains quickly and must be recharged outside the closet. Learn how it works while I get this door open for you.
What? Flip the chargers. What? What? Right, panic closets. If you're being chased, a panic closet is the best escape. Panic closet batteries, pictured right. must be charged. Begin by removing the battery to charge at a nearby charging station. Once the battery is charged and installed, panic closets can be activated by flipping the switches on the Kickstarter panel, entering the closet and then pressing the red button. Panic closets also recharge your life, psi-thermic energy and essence, and they're a good place to retreat if you're injured. Now, so I need to get the battery, put it in there, get in the room, press the red button. Right. No, didn't mean to do that. So just going to move. Alright, so I take the battery out of there. And put it in there. And this is going to trigger a thing. Oh my god. You need to actually click it. I've not got a good clicky finger. Then we take the battery back. That's going to take forever. That's going to get us killed a lot. And then we put the battery back in. Oh wow, that's a time period. That takes time. That takes a lot of time to do that. That could become really, really stressful when you actually need to do it. That could become really stressful. That is a whole lot of stuff to have to think about in the one thing. There's a whole whack of things that you need to think about there. Journal. Have we got 4? It's not letting me, it wasn't letting me tap it there at all. I don't really want to go back out there because I feel like there's going to be something.
Very good, proofreader. You're one step closer to playing the game. And surviving. Careful, proofreader. Painful tales haunt these halls.
Okay. I mean, that's just been refilled, that's fine. Dr. Mancho, the I feel like that's probably a bad noise. The work of the others does not interest me, but I have consented to assist Dr. Smith in creating various drug cocktails to increase the aggression and fear of the envoys. They are highly addictive, and so after a short time Dr. Smith will no longer need to administer them himself. I have warned, however, that they can be fatal in high doses. He seems unconcerned. Of course he does. Dr. Wren. I guess the only thing left to do is head up to my office to make my final preparations. I'm going to try and get them off the island tonight. I think I have a solid plan, and I've been able to convince Jerry to turn a blind eye for me. Maybe I'll make it out with them, put as much distance between me and Splendor Point as possible. Sounds like you had a fucking fabulous plan that didn't go horribly wrong at all. Jared Peters, something's happening. Dr. Smith is working very quickly. He's irritable. I've even been able to get under his skin a few times, which is new. He has an ill mother, which came as a bit of a shock. I always thought he just crawled out of some pit somewhere. During our last session, I taunted him about this and I almost got him to break. Everyone is on edge. Meanwhile, Dr. Wren has suddenly approached me with a plan to escape. I don't trust anybody, but I'll bite. I'll play his game and see what his angle is. What if he doesn't have an angle? What if he actually does just want to escape? Grand Master Terence Howard. Dr. Smith has apparently experienced a few inquiries into his highly sensitive work with the envoys. While I do not care about such things myself, I sympathise with his struggle. Humans are weak, and even though it is etched into the DNA, along with their illusions of consciousness and will, it is agonising to tolerate such inadequacy. I have told him under no uncertain terms that he should remind every inquirer about their own origins. They came here for a fresh start, for a new start, for forgiveness, and I can take that from them. I didn't press that. I didn't do that. See, now I'm really concerned. I need to go this way. So where's my... the stuff that I found? The collectibles, where did it say they were? But I am getting to the stage that I'm like, there's a lot of anxiety building in me about this. My fingers getting sweaty because it feels gross. But let's go do the... It started the toys calling out to him to the proofreader. The lights have gone out, monsters are in the halls, the end is coming. Great. I'm not nervous. Primary systems. Power boxes can be found throughout Hayden's mansion. Activating one will restore lights to an area and often unlocks new pathways. Power boxes do not destroy or weaken nearby monsters. Okay. I am such an anxious bunny right now. An optional area. Fuck it. Ah, missed. Fuck off, that hit. Ugh. Have I just... I died. Right, okay. Right, so I've got all the bits that I need. Everything's all... started. Okay. Let's just do this bit. Oh, missed. Oh look, bullets. That's useful. God, I've only gone left. Okay. Go. Just grab this. Grab all the wee bits that are in a bit. Find everything, grab them all. Oh, some up there. I need to go up there. Okay. Bullets are full, that's fine. That's full. The time has come to face destiny. I have spent years researching him, prodding him, manipulating him. Now it's the time to control him. Samuel's presence could prove useful. Perhaps the doll will be sympathetic towards him. Or perhaps it will have to satiate Limerick with at least one good kill. Samuel could serve that purpose. Purpose. I'm flexible on that issue. Okay. Pressing the E button doesn't get you what you need. That's the equip button. Well, in most games. I do have indigestion right now. It's actually hurting my chest. My throat is making me feel a bit queasy. But hey, these things happen. Right. I saw it. Sorry.
Welcome, proofreader. With each movement of the planet, my master
Sorry.
harvests greater and greater power. He's been able to manifest wondrously horrible things for you.
Why is it on?
Follow the doorway. Enter
The circus of rage. Play my game.
I don't want to play your game,
Leave
pal.
souls in their prisons of pain.
No worries. I'm just getting this,
Rotting in
seeing how long it takes me to do this demo.
They hate their intent. They hate to repent. And now they all fall in my reign.
You must help us end it, proofreader. You must play the games. It has
Well-
been a pleasure working with you. Good luck.
You've not been working with me.
I won't be seeing him again.
I'm still... Dude, I was still right beside you. Prophesizing my death. Samuel Roberts. Dr. Smith insists... Why is my brain the way it is today with the words? Dr. Smith insists the only way to escape this situation alive is to force an encounter with Limerick. Apparently this doorway didn't exist this morning, so Limerick must have manifested a playground, as Trey calls it. Excuse me. I have no desire to go in there, but what am I going to do? Trey is too powerful for me to tell him no. He must want me there for some reason, although I can't know why. I can't imagine why. Because you're his bait? Fuck's sake. In the unlikely and undesirable event that you encounter Limerick, please follow these safety tips. Limerick does not always give chase on sight, but if you hear laughing and screaming, run. Limerick dislikes bullets. Enough rounds from a conventional firearm will cause him to leave you alone. Limerick is impervious to seismic energy and will return any such shots fired at him. Hey, how you doing? Welcome on in. Thank you for the berries. It's very much appreciated. If Limerick is riding a vehicle, he is faster and more dangerous. Bullets will only slow, not stop him when he is in a vehicle. Planet closets are your best safety net. I hate the planet closets already, and it takes so long to build up the planet closet. Oh, excuse me. I apologise. The korma did not go well. Whew. But thank you so much for the Bitties Wolf Complex. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Panic closets are your best safety net if Limerick chases you. He generally leaves panic victims alone after they spend 15 to 20 seconds in a panic closet. Delivered by manifestation, direct communication from the consortium. Fun times. Adulting is hard. Again, I didn't do that. Oh wait, that's how I go into the thing. Right, I got it now. Bubblegum Prates is just the one. Cool. Tap that back. Gemstones. I got one. I got a gemstone. No, you cannot. It's 1 star minimum. This strikingly simple gemstone was crafted to celebrate the creation of the first allegory stone. It is one of the most ancient treasures of the SPPC-H. Illusions, a special kind of verse, sometimes manifested during the closing of a prism. Closing of a prism can be processed into allegory stones. These incredible artifacts power most SPPC technology. Any owner of this particular gemstone should be proud of the discovery. You hold a tremendous memorial to SPPC's advances. Okay. Flasks, still just one. Treasure chests, still not any. Right, so we are fully loaded up. I don't want to go through here. I mean, they've basically just told me that I'm going to be getting chased by a fucking mannequin and a marionette, potentially riding a bike, potentially driving a fucking motor. Right, okay. No. We're doing this because I said I was doing it. I said I was going to do it. We're doing it. But first time I die, I'm jumping back out of Destiny because it's time. Oh God. Why is it so dark? Some doors only open from one side. Tread carefully. I don't want to go in here. Please let this be the end of the demo. I'm too scared. Not the end of the demo. God, it's so fuck. It's... Examine all the notes you find in the playgrounds. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Right, we've already looked at this one. So fucking out there. Ugh! Right. Limerick encounters are unique survival situations that involve puzzle solving. This made me frightened. This nearly made me jump. During the encounters, you must learn the layout of the arena and identify and solve 2 different puzzles. Each puzzle must then be completed 3 times each. Keep panic closets charged and be prepared for the unexpected. Aye, great, thanks. Panic closet there. A weight match. Another panic closet and a TV hunt. Locate both puzzles and solve 1 3 times. His behaviour fascinates me. Apparently Limerick gives you as long as you want to walk through his layers. He has left notes, pithy limericks, to indicate the solution of the 2 puzzles he has manifested. Each puzzle must be solved 3 times to complete his game. Doubtless he will then reward me for my efforts. I look forward to it. Now that I am here, I can feel it. He is partial to me. We have a bond, a powerful connection. We are old friends. No, you're no. Excuse me while I laugh in his face as he's probably dead in a corner somewhere. Right. Theoretically, this area is going to be the end of the demo. And then I can jump onto Destiny. We're going to give it a bash. We're going to give it a try. We're going to see how we do. But, to be fair, I am actually enjoying it. I'm just not keen on the whole idea of that panic station thing. Like, how long it takes to set up compared to how quickly he can catch up to us and kill us. So I'm just going to get that gun out. Right, so I feel like I should note the numbers down. Because, right, that's a panic closet. With stuff. What's the number 9 for? Panic closet in a weight shop. Let's go for the weights. There's no battery. Where the... Seriously? Right, we've got guns. We've got stabby things that can really hurt me if I touch them. More stabby things that could really hurt me if I touch them. I thought that was a puzzle. I thought that was a wee hint of fucking hell. It's one of the bikes as well. Oh, it's so stupid. Anyway, where's these weights? Weights which weigh heavy on you. A burden, a chore you must do. The two must be one, the same. Oh, what fun. This task you had best to review. Go away. Thanks. Seven. Not carrying a weight. I need to find a weight? Or I could just auto bypass it. Do I need to solve the same puzzle 3 times? Or just an puzzle 3 times? I don't understand. Where are all the batteries? Right, I can hear. Well, that was an awful throw. An awful. There's a essence thing. I don't really need it. Right. Anything in here? Nothing. Cool. I don't really need that. I'm gonna take it. But I don't really need it. Never mind the TV hunt. Where's all the fucking batteries? Oh wait, there's the... Okay, take the battery. Find the TVs near the front. Oh! Shit, I don't remember the wonders of TV. Behold, the numbers on sequence are told. Now go and watch. 3 screens will unlock. Go away. Thanks. Right, so... Blue is 9. Oh, fuck off. I know that blue is 9 because I was like, that's a really weird number. One of them is 2 and one of them is 3. I think. Or was one of them 5? Oh, there's the weights to go with the thingies. Take that. Oh, it's only going to let me carry one at a time. I'm lost. Shite. Dark River. So... Oh shit! No, you can fuck off. Right. Go away. I refuse to be scared by a fuck. Go away! No, I need to be... Shit. Where is he? Oh, come on. I am properly lost. Oh, there's a dead body there. Go away. That's not going to work. Shit. Run! Running, 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 running. Running, 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 running. Where is he? I am stuck in a corner now because he's going to come and get me again. Please leave. Oh, shit. You're fine, I can deal with you. Where's the room with all the fuck? fucking tellies. This isn't what I want. I'm so lost. It's not even funny. That's the panic room. That's the weight room. Oh. Ugh. God damn it, go away. There we go. No. So is it green 3, red 2? Also, I need ammo. Dark River, weight shop, TV hunt. No, I've lost it. Green 3, red 2. Oh, fuck! Go away! No! Go. Jesus! You bastard! Right. I'm not going through it again. But it has to be said, I was actually enjoying that. That was good. I almost got it. I'm pretty sure that I was pretty close to the end there. I knew the answer to that one. I just had to find the other puzzle and work out what I was doing with that. Excuse me. But we're going to stop that just now, because I get people waiting on me in Destiny. So we're going to do that. Pop that book over there. And we're going to turn that off. That off. I'm going to turn that on. I'll be like, ta-da! Stuff. But yes, that was Cadence Limerick. No, Limerick Cadence Mansion. That's you can download the demo just now. It's due out at some point in the near future. It's actually quite enjoyable. I was getting the anxiety. You can feel like it's not like, unless they change things about in it, it's not scary yet. At least it's just a puzzle, horror puzzle. But I enjoyed it. I would recommend it, most likely. So yeah, go play Destiny. Let's go play Destiny. Let's change the thing so it actually says Destiny. Destiny 2. Okay, ow. Right. So, aye. Stuff did happen. Did stuff. Get another drink. Can't believe I fucking screeched there.